So I've just discovered this website called syncplacement.com. It literally does one thing and it does it very well. It is a music supervisor contact finder, as you can tell from the top there. And it's basically a search engine for music supervisors. It's not a database. It's real time. It's going into the internet real time and finding these people for you. Now, it's not perfect, but it does a great job. So what I mean is, let's just take a look, actually. Let's take a look at how this works. First thing you want to do is describe the sound. So I'm going to describe a song, and I'm just going to write the name of an artist, Massive Attack. So I've got a song that's kind of in that sort of mold. Then you describe optional, of course. You describe a mood. So that's going to be melancholic, introspective, and it's synth pop electronic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click find supervisors for this artist, and like magic, it's just going to send you all of the supervisors that it thinks fit this kind of vibe. Now, what it's going to show you immediately is a bunch of names, right? And by themselves, the names don't really do much, but it just shows you who they've worked with. So this guy here has worked with Portishead. This lady's worked with James Blake. So what you want to do is find the artists that are similar to yourself, or find the mood that they like to work in. So say, for example, I like this guy here, Keith McPhee. He's worked on The Tonight Show with Bon Iver. So he was a music supervisor on The Tonight Show. So I like him. And let's just click a few more. You want to do your research, obviously, but you just do a few more here. Now you'll notice that some of them have got email addresses. Some do not. But the ones that don't will have a LinkedIn address. So you could go into LinkedIn. Let's just click on that one. You can go into LinkedIn and find her profile, and you'll see what she's done before. You can potentially contact her that way, or you could follow her, which is cool. And there are some that have email addresses. Every time I click on one of these, if it's got no email address, you don't lose a credit. So you've got these credits, right? So, but if you click on one and it does have an email address, you've used a credit. Now on the basic plan I think that's about 50 credits. And I will talk about pricing a bit later. So that's how it works, right? So what we're going to do is, you don't want to lose these credits. So you want to make sure you select the ones that you already have. So let's just go ahead and carefully select those. And let's just say we select them for a particular reason or particular project. Click on Save to Project. So there's 9 of them. Okay, and then we just go to my saved supervisors. So it's going to include the projects, it's going to include, where they worked in the past, who they worked with. It's basically a little database for yourself, right? And you can start doing things like adding statuses, like I've contacted this person, I have not, I've responded, I have not. And yeah, it's all pretty cool. What you could also do is like create new projects. So we can call this project, I don't know, Love Island. If you really want your song on Love Island, we can do that and just give it a different color. So we have the Love Island project. So we can just move all of them into Love Island. You can see they're moving right now. So you have a system to basically store your emails. And if you want, you can even use things like AI to help you manage or do more with emails. Right, so how much does this thing cost? I guess you guys all want to know this. So we've got 3 different prices. Now I suggest if you want to use this tool and you just want to start, I actually think 50 credits in the month is fine. The reason for that is because you don't really want to spam people. You want to be a bit more targeted in your research. But if you do have a catalog and you want to go bigger, you can get 100 credits, and obviously you can get 200 credits. With all of these options, you get to save the results in your database. You could potentially reuse them if you want. So that's it. This is syncplacement.com. I want to know what you all think. Is this something that you'd use? Do you think it's priced accordingly? Because the amount of time I've spent trying to find email addresses, trying to contact people, this is really a massive time saver and is so efficient and really makes sync placement much simpler. This is just my opinion. If this is what you want to do as an artist, and I'm telling you, just getting one sync placement will cover all your costs plus 10 times more than that. So I think it is definitely worth it if you think your music is good enough or it fits the format.